A system of linear equations is just a collection of linear equations. So up here, in the top of this page here, we have a system where we have two equations, one of them being 2x plus y equal to 10, and the other y equals 3x plus 5. And this little grouping symbol here allows us to put these equations together to create a system. And a system just says we're not only looking for the points x and y that satisfy this equation, but they also need to satisfy this equation. If we had another equation or maybe another, you can have a system of 10 equations. And the goal would be to find an x, y, or maybe an x, y, and z, depending on how many variables you have. But you're looking for a solution to every single equation. And not just a solution that satisfies each one individually, but one that works, one ordered pair x and y that works here, but also works here. So when you're asked to find a solution, or if you're asked if, in this first example, is 2, 6 a solution to this system, well, it is if it satisfies both equations. So I'm going to plug it into my first equation. My x is 2, my y is 6. And when I plug 2 and 6 into my first equation, I get 4 plus 6 equal to 10. And that's true. 10 is equal to 10. So it looks like it works in the first equation. Unfortunately, that's not enough to determine whether or not it's a solution to the system. If it's a solution to the system, it needs to work in the second equation. So when I plug y in, or plug 6 in for y, I get, and 2 in for x, I get 6 equal to 6 plus 5. Well, that's not going to be true. 6 is not equal to 11. So that doesn't work in this equation. So the answer is 2, 6 a solution to this system? The answer is no, because it does not satisfy both equations. Let's try this next part. Is 1, 8 a solution to the system? Well, let's plug it in to the first equation. We get 2 times 1 plus 8 equal to 10. So we get 2 plus 8 equal to 10. That's going to be true. So far so good, but we saw in the last example that just because it works in the first doesn't mean it's going to work in the second. So good, works in the first. Let's plug y, 8 in for y, and 1 in for x, and we get 8 equal to 3 plus 5. Okay, so now we see that that's true. 8 is equal to 8. So since that ordered pair, 1, 8, works, satisfies both equations in the system, then it is, yes, it is a solution to the system. What's coming up next is how do we find the solution? This was nice because you just had to check whether or not this ordered pair was actually a solution, but in the coming sections, you're going to use different methods to solve a system. You're going to find that ordered pair that works in both of those equations.